All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as it is hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. We'll collect them. Of course, remember that VDM, very dark man, appears in the House of Assembly today to prove evidence of the accusation he leveled against Bobby Risky Fowles and the Falanas family. I'll tell you that this is a big game and it's not like business as usual. But of course, you know that usually the bourgeois, the cabals have their way of getting whatever they want. Meanwhile, let's go to what is happening in our Obodo life. For Biafra land, Southeast governors are stopping Nnamdi Kanu'S release. This one is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu'S family. They are lamenting that the governors in southeastern part of Nigeria are fighting tooth and nail to make sure that Kanu is not released from the DSS detention. And on my own part, I got worried and I started looking into this matter. What could be the reason of the governors in the southeast? What could be their reason and what could be their gain if Kanu is not released from the DSS detention? Meanwhile, let's go down and see what Mazi and the Kanu's families are saying before I will come back to that matter. The family of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has accused Southeast governors of preventing the release of the pro-Biafra agitator. Kanu's brother, Prince Emmanuel, said Southeast governors should learn from other zones who worked for their freedom fighters. In a statement he signed, Emmanuel accused Justice Bintanyako of the Federal High Court, Abuja, of being an obstacle to Kanu's freedom. The statement reads partly, Southeast governors, why are you stopping the freedom of your own son? To what benefit is it to keep your son perpetually incarcerated? Why can't the Southeast governors take a cue from the zones who collectively worked for the freedom of their freedom fighters? Southeast governors, what are you afraid of? Governor Hope Uzodimma, you are the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum and by extension, the political rallying point of the Southeast political leaders. Therefore, what is stopping you from showing leadership and leading from the front to go release your brother? Our candid view on the 24th of September court proceedings is that both Bintanyako and Mogaji Bichi acted as obstacles, not only undermining Nigeria with their rigid stand, but also creating significant embarrassment for the current administration that inherited these issues. Those opposed to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release are advertently suggesting to the international community that this administration is ineffective. And my people, I don't see as it happen. They are asking Southeast governors what is their gain in making sure that their brother is perpetually incarcerated in the DSS detention. I don't know what their gain is, but of course, ndị be anyị si na ebe nwata na ebe akwa alụ aka na ọ bụ na nne ya nọlị ya na nne ya ga-anọkwa nne ya. Ịghọtago? Meanwhile, they know what they are gaining. If you look at the issue of insecurity in the southeastern part of Nigeria and all over Nigeria, you will bear me witness that insecurity is now becoming a big business. It has now become a big portfolio for the politicians because at every point, at every allocation, at every budget, there is a budget for insecurity now, and I believe that those who are reaping from there are enjoying it. Meanwhile, on another information, Bobrisky drama as VDM arrives National Assembly complex with chief priest. Social media influencer Martins Otzi, popularly known as Very Dark Man, has posted on his arrival at the National Assembly complex. Daily Post recalls that the House of Representatives had on Friday summoned EFCC chairperson Ola Olukoye VDM and Bobrisky over the allegation of bribery involving the Economic and Financial Crime Commission and Nigeria Correctional Services. Development comes after VDM posted an audio recording on Instagram alleging Idris Okunonye, better known as Bobrisky, offered bribe to those agencies. Recall that Bobrisky was arrested and convicted for naira abuse. The recording captures Bobrisky discussing how EFCC officials received 15 million to drop money laundering charges. Meanwhile, on another end, Bobrisky is supposed to stay 6 months in the correctional center, which is supposed to be his the charge for his crime. But as it is now, the National Assembly members have called on Very Dark Man to prove that the audio he posted on his IG handle is true and not false. And a question has emerged. They are now asking him how he was able to get his hands on those recordings. Now, let's go to the information. The blogger also submitted part of the recording to the House of Representatives panel probing the allegation against EFCC and the Nigeria Correctional Services. Blogger Martin Otsi, Very Dark Man, has reviewed how he got a controversial phone recording of crossdresser Idris Okunonye, popularly known as Bobrisky. The blogger made the revelation on Monday when he presented himself before a House of Representatives panel investigating bribery allegations involving the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) and the Nigeria Correctional Services (NCOS). Also, officials of the EFCC and the NCOS were presented as the Committee on Financial Crime and Reformatory Institution commenced investigation into allegations of bribery and corruption leveled against the anti-graft agency and the prison service by the blogger. The blogger initially refused to address the committee in the absence of Bobrisky, who was also invited but sent a lawyer instead. However, lawmakers countered the blogger's submission, moved a motion compelling him to make an address on the subject matter of the voice recording which he released. The blogger remained adamant, insisting that his lawyer would speak instead despite the committee's threat to invoke legislative power and order his arrest right away. But his lawyer prevailed on him to address the committee. Very Dark Man explained the authenticity of the trending audio record, stating that it was received from someone whom Bobrisky owed money, as he submitted part of the recording to the committee. In a viral video, Very Dark Man alleged that Bobrisky paid 15 million for the anti-graft agency to drop money laundering charges against him during his naira spraying ordeal in April, after which a court sentenced him to 6 months imprisonment. The blogger also alleged that Bobrisky paid some millions of naira to secure a choice place in prison. Bobrisky has since denied the allegation, while the EFCC and the Nigeria Correctional Services have ordered investigation into the allegation by the blogger. The Nigeria Bar Association (NBA) had urged the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, and the Office of the National Security Advisor (NSA), Nuhu Ribadu, to conduct an independent investigation into allegations made by a blogger. Well, this is going to be a very big one because, of course, you know the country where we find ourselves. And you know how it is in this country, because the truth is always bitter in the hands and the ears of the leadership, because the people we find ourselves with they don't like truth. The country is a country whereby if you say the right thing, that means that your end is near. If to say that we are in a first world or second world country whereby people have the right to exercise their right, where if you speak the truth, your life still remains for you, where a suspect is not yet a culprit or is not yet a culprit, yes, until proven. But the country where we find ourselves is a country whereby the bourgeois, the big men, can buy judgment with their money. But be that as it may, I go say very dark man Nnam, make you take am easy, because this country, be your mate. Just dey do your blogging work. Leave these people political powers alone. Even though somebody must be there to speak the truth, but as it is, we still believe that other people, there are some good people in the government too, in as much as there are many bad ones. But as it is today, the federal government have moved to borrow 1.52 billion. Don't be surprised that one day they will tell you that your father's house does not belong to him again, that it belongs to the government. Maybe the government has sold it behind us. Meanwhile, back to Mazi and the Kanu'S issue. The case is why would the governors in the southeast fight tooth and nail to make sure that their brother is not released? I don't know if this is making sense to you, because ndị be anyị si na gbuo dike na ọgụ nọ na mgbọsị ọgụ ezi eme gịnị ejekwa chọba dike, maka na onye gbu nwanne eme gịnị abụkwa n'odogbu. Nwa na-asị ka ndọbili ebe a n'ọgwụgwụ kọrọ n'ọnụ. Meet me in another edition. In all things ka anyị na-enye Chineke ekene. But as it is, they say World Bank approved 1.57 billion for Nigeria for 3 projects. Please, before I will wind down the curtain, let's look at the 3 projects that the Nigerian government wants to use this 1.57 billion to do. The World Bank has approved 3 new projects for Nigeria, totaling 1.57 billion in financing, according to a statement released on Monday by World Bank Nigeria. This new funding will support the country in addressing governance challenges in education and healthcare, improving primary healthcare services, and increasing resilience to climate change through enhanced dam safety and irrigation infrastructure. The approval made on September 26, 2024 highlights the World Bank commitment to strengthening Nigeria's human capital and building resilience in face of climate threats. This financing package, which includes 1.5 billion loan and $70 million grant. This $1.5 million loan and $70 million grant is part of broader effort to improve key sectors such as education, healthcare, and water management, while also tackling poverty and boosting productivity. My people, when I don't hear the reason why your government borrowed $1.5 billion and $70 billion as grant, you can see it. They say number 1 is for health care. Number 2 is for addressing education. Some of these things are very funny to me, and they are very funny to you too. And that thing you want me to talk, no be me go talk am. Make you use your mouth talk am. Make I wind out the curtain here. Thank you for being with us. God bless you.